Good to go.
Okay, and 3, 2, 1.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Monaco. I'm here with Jake.
Hi.
And we're here to talk about the 2023 Monaco Grand Prix. And we're here in the pit lane, as you can see, car behind us. And yeah, Jake, I guess I want to ask about coming into this race. What are the teams and the drivers who we're looking out for?
Well, I think we're looking out for obviously the championship battle at the start with Verstappen and Perez. And Perez needs a good result, but there's also interesting stuff further down, like Alonso. He's looking for maybe his best result in Formula One in some time, maybe looking to get a win if he can.
Yeah, because the nature of the circuit as well, I guess. It's going to be Alonso's best chance at a win this season, looking at the rest of the races on the calendar and Red Bull's dominance as well.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of really expected by the team that they might get a win here.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that?
Okay, cool.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Over there. No. Over there.
Just give me a sound check quickly.
Hello. 1, 2, 1, 2. That way. That way. Yeah.
Is that action? Oh, okay. So yeah, now you see us on the start-finish straight. Cars lined up behind us, raring to go for the 4 red lights.
5 red lights.
5 red lights. 5.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So yeah, Jake, do you want to tell me about what might be going through some of the drivers' heads coming into this race, especially turn 1 being such a crucial part of the
Well, I
race?
think they're probably focused mostly on not messing up and maybe stalling on the grid or getting a really bad start. And then, of course, they're looking to get maybe their turn 1 position just right so that they don't get hit by other drivers and they get through all right without any accidents and maybe make up a place or 2.
Yeah.
And I think Alonso will definitely be looking at that because he really needs to get past Verstappen at the start if he's got any chance of winning.
Yeah. Yeah. Monaco as well being so overtakes being so few and far between, turn 1 especially is going to really be a crucial part for drivers making places up.
Yeah, definitely getting it right at the start. That you can make up a lot of positions, and although you can't win it at the start, you can go quite a long way towards getting there.
Definitely. Cool. All right, what's next happen?
Say again?
What's next happen? Yeah.
Assuming that there's no cars in there. Absolute carnage.
Cars are there, yeah.
To the left, yeah, so basically behind you to the
There and
left
there.
behind you to the right.
Okay, it's coming round that
So
way.
there's one
isn't
over
it?
here as well.
Oh, there's one behind.
But there's 2.
Oh, there's 2.
So,
Oh my God, there's cars everywhere.
okay, and 3, 2, 1.
Right, now here on probably the slowest corner on the F1 calendar.
Yeah.
We're expected to see quite a few traffic jams through turn 1. What do you say, Jake?
Yeah, I think you could probably make up a couple of places if you're pretty smart about where you go on the outside. But you can also get squeezed into the wall and not have enough steering lock to get around the corner.
Yeah. And of course the curb as well being a key factor for getting the car rotated around the corner.
Yeah, and you could get beached on that curb and then you'd be stuck there. I think that's happened in the past. So, it's really tight and everybody's trying to make up places in turn 1, so or on the first lap. So it's another thing where something bad could happen and there could be a red flag.
Yeah, and definitely lots of debris located in the barriers just behind you there as well.
Yeah.
Front wings clipping, not quite making the corner, especially those trying to go around the outside as well.
Yeah, and you could hit your suspension on the wall and then go straight onto the next corner. So it's a bit of a minefield for the drivers.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so cut. Okay, this specific one is based on the specific thing that happened in Monaco.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have enough knowledge about that event to talk about that one specifically? The one that just happened, the one we watched the highlights of?
Oh, right, with Stroll getting squeezed into the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do that again. Yeah. And action.
Yeah, so here at the hairpin, slowest corner on the circuit,
Yeah.
and probably in the calendar. And we had quite a few incidents here, and especially lap 1 of the Grand Prix this past weekend. Do you want to tell me a bit more about those?
Yeah, we Stroll tried to come around the outside just here, and obviously it's not really an overtaking place around the outside if nobody's watching their mirrors. And of course the driver in front, I can't remember who it was, but he was looking probably at the car ahead and trying to make the corner, and just drifted out wide and squeezed Stroll into the wall. And he was kind of lucky to get away with no suspension damage, really.
Yeah, because we had quite a few like front ends and rear ends bumping into each other, as well as cars were almost like a domino effect, stopping and starting just because of the slow nature of the corner.
Yeah, yeah, and of course it only takes one person to take a slightly tighter line, and they go slower than everybody else, and then it all bunches up. So
yeah. Cool. What's next?
So sights crash into Ocon.
Okay.
After telling him, let's push this.
Yeah.
oh yeah, let's push him into mistake. I'm gonna punt him off.
Also, are we like going underwater?
There are problems.
Do you want us to talk about that?
Yeah, you can say. Proof of concept. No problem. Let's go. Okay.
And now here at the infamous chicane, just after the tunnel, where, as you can see behind us, we have a recreation of the incident between Sainz and Ocon. Now, what could you tell us about that incident?
Well, I think it was a running theme for Sainz really in this race, and it started quite early. His engineer told him, "Oh, you need to push and force Ocon into a mistake," and then immediately after that was broadcast, drove straight into the back of him coming out the tunnel.
Yeah.
I think he probably just missed his braking point. You know, it's quite dark in the tunnel, and then all of a sudden the light hits you, and he must have misjudged it and just went straight into the back of him.
Yeah. And for Ocon as well, like, what do you think the thoughts going through his head, being like, maybe do I have a puncture? Like, how do you think Ocon could have dealt with that? And do you think he was instantly on the radio reporting to his team?
Oh yeah,
check
definitely.
For puncture, check for puncture.
Well, I'm probably saying, what is this idiot doing? Why is he trying to take me out? So, you know, it wasn't really a move that was going to happen, and I think Sainz was just a bit over enthusiastic.
Yeah.
Corner 1, sights. After the rain, yeah? And basically sights is going to be it's going to be over there.
Yeah. Was he already in the escape road?
Because
He slid.
there and smashed into there and then still kept going.
Was it this corner Sainz went off? I thought it was the.
No, it's first corner.
Are you sure?
Oh.
I thought it was the hairpin.
No.
You know, the one before the hairpin. Coming down the hill. This is where.
Oh, for now it's that. You could be right. I swear it's corner 1. Hold on.
No, it's the same point Russell rejoined.
That was corner 1.
No, that's before the hairpin.
Wrong. I want to be wrong with Stroll.
This is where, was it, Magnussen went off.
Yeah.
No, it's corner 1.
You sure?
No, you're right.
Yeah.
I was wondering why the road looked different.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we can always pretend.
I mean, do you not have that location brought up anyway?
No, I didn't put that one in. I put the hairpin going to take me a while to set everything up to make the floor level. Because if I move it now, there's going to be scaling issues because the floor rail's not set.
So we're just going to pretend this is a different call.
Just to talk about the race.
Should we just rant about the producer and how terrible he is?
Yeah, and how this is so easy to do.
Okay, turn 1. What can we talk about turn 1?
Well, you could just talk about the corner there, off the start.
Saint Devant.
Corner 1, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Bit of trivia, does anyone know why it's called Saint Devant?
No.
Google it.
It's because of the church
Oh.
up the escape road.
Shall I say I don't know why it's called that?
Yeah, no, give him a pop quiz.
Yeah.
What's your name again? Sorry.
Kyle.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start again.
It's easy to remember his name because it's mine.
Yeah.
Can't remember anybody else's.
Action.
So now here at turn 1, also known as Saint Devant. Do you know why it's called Saint Devant?
Well,
Jake?
Kyle, I was really wondering if you could tell me that, actually.
Oh, well, it's called Saint Devant because, oh, fuck, wrong way. Shit, I'm the wrong way. Okay, which way's up there?
The
Okay.
church
You want
is
the church?
Yeah.
that way, is it?
Yeah, that's it.
Down
You can
there.
see it. Can you see it at the end of the
It's off
escape
slip
road?
road, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's down
So, look, down there. There, okay.
there. No, it's over there.
Ah,
Yeah,
over.
keep going.
There?
Keep going. Because effectively...
There?
Yeah. Oh, that's not help. But yeah, it's over there.
Okay. I'll just point out that light.
Okay, let's start again.
Okay. Okay, so now at turn 1, also known as Saint Devant. And Jake, do you know why it's called Saint Devant?
Do you know, I actually don't, and I was hoping that you'd be able to tell me.
No? Well, in fact, I can tell you. And it's called Saint Devant because of that church just up the escape road there.
Ah.
So, it's tricky corner, as we saw in qualifying. Perez way too deep into the corner.
Yeah, was
Unfortunately, hit the barrier.
straight into the wall and took the whole suspension out. I think he was
Yeah.
lucky he didn't take his gearbox with
Yeah.
him
Definitely.
and everything. But he's going to hope to recover, I suppose, with his fast car. But we'll have to see what he can do.
Anything else you want to go? All right.
No.
Okay, so we'll wrap it up at the next one. And basically just give you an overview of the race, yeah?
Overview, okay.
As it
Overview.
happened, as you remember.
I fell asleep in the middle bit, and then I woke up when it started raining.
Yeah. I mean, for a Monaco Grand Prix, it was a bit more exciting than what they're usually like, I guess.
Yeah. I just get 2 hours of uninterrupted nap time and the Formula One's on these days.
So now here at the famous swimming pool section. And Jake, give me your thoughts on the race.
Well, it was a good race for Verstappen. Obviously, he pretty much just dominated the race, really, and I think Alonso probably didn't have a chance of winning unless he was a bit smarter with the tyres with the rain, and that kind of brought up quite a few different strategies and things. But really, it didn't make a difference. Verstappen, he carries on being the best.
Yeah.
Is he really the best though?
Well, he's better than Hamilton.
Any thoughts on that car?
I think they're both around similar mark. I think Hamilton slightly dropped off, maybe his peak. Verstappen definitely entering his prime.
Yeah, I think you've got to have a good car to be a winner, but you've also got to be a good driver. The best drivers end up in the best cars somehow.
Yeah,
so
I mean, you just got to look at the difference between Verstappen and Perez. Same machinery, but one clearly doing better than the other.
Yeah, and I think if it was switched around, maybe Verstappen would have found a way past some of those cars today and not been quite so clumsy.
Yeah.
Predictions, who's going to win
Win what?
the championship for second place? Because we all know who's winning first.
I mean, Perez. Probably second place.
You think?
Well,
Yeah,
in terms of constructors, I think
no,
constructors will be-
drivers.
It's gonna be
Constructors
Perez.
is a wrap.
no, constructors for second is going to be close between Aston Martin, Mercedes, and Ferrari.
For sure. Mercedes should get that though, I think.
Well, I don't know.
well,
Yeah.
Stroll needs to learn to drive, and
Yeah.
there is that.
Because you can never underestimate Alonso.
For sure. But with the new developments that Mercedes have and the performance.
Hey, we don't know about that. It was in Monaco.
Yeah, but this is virtual production, so. Right now we're doing a look into the past, but we're still in the present. So with Mercedes upgrades, they obviously had a really good performance, right? And if they can continue that, then second place should be assured because Aston Martin didn't really perform that great in Spain, Barcelona. So
yeah, but
then
Aston
that's
Martin
one
have got their updates coming in Canada, so
they do.
And Spain is just one track that might have, with the conditions, with the temperature of the surface, could have benefited Mercedes more that weekend.
And Mercedes did well in Spain last year, and they didn't do well anywhere else.
True. But they always try to say that if your car performs in Spain, then in general, it should perform well over most of the other tracks, correct? And I agree with you. The weather did play into Mercedes' hands, but with their new upgrade, it seems like they're in a better position than definitely there was last year. Any thoughts on that?
I think we have to wait and see a few more races come around.
That's the easy way out.
Well, I'm rooting for Alonso still because
Really?
41. He's got this one last shot really, and then that's it. And
that will also bode well for Lewis because obviously Alonso being older than Lewis, and there's that stigma about people at a certain age not winning a race. So if Alonso can do it, it will shut out some records. But yes, if you want to say your goodbyes.
So thank you for joining us here today at Monaco. It's been me, Kyle, and
me, Jake.
And yeah.
See you next time.
We'll see you in Spain.
See you in Spain, but we already know the results. So we'll see you
Maybe
somewhere.
We'll skip that one. Alright, last one.
I don't know what to say. I'm just like, I don't know. Yes, it's me.
Yeah. I don't know. Just cheesy like.